as we're here in the new year, and as we're faced and reminded with the fact that part of God's blessings is that He's got a plan that involves you and that He wants to use you, as you reflect on your life, I want to ask you the big question: are you living a life of worship to God or not? You can just jot that down and reflect on that. Is my life an act of worship to God? And then what I would ask you to do, even beyond that, I'd ask you to really take a walk with and let the Holy Spirit minister to you and point out the areas where your life is not an act of worship to the Lord, where the things that you're doing are not in faith. They're not in obedience. They're not worshiping Him. And overall, what I would have you do is I would have you, and you can write these two words down, write down lordship and write down stewardship. Lordship and stewardship. See, because all of our lives are different. We're doing different things and we have different priorities, but really everything in our life should fit under those two categories: lordship and stewardship. See, lordship, here's the big idea. Either God is the Lord of all, or He's not the Lord at all. He's either the Lord of all, or He's not Lord at all. And so I would have you consider, first of all, is my life a reflection that Jesus Christ is Lord of all? And let the Lord just minister to you on that. Secondly, stewardship. If He's the Lord of all, then that means He owns it all. Owns it all. He owns your time. He owns your talents. He owns your treasures. He owns it all. And again, just consider that. Consider stewardship, if He owns it all. And consider your time. He owns my time. Consider your talents. He owns the things He's gifted me to do. He owns your treasures. Every dime that you've got, every good and perfect gift comes from the Father of lights, in whom there's no shadow of turning. Time, talent, treasures, it's all a good and perfect gift. Lord, am I worshiping You? And am I being a good steward of these things?